Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I just want to start off by saying the lighting is going to be terrible throughout this video because I'm living somewhere where the bushfires are unbelievably close to. The air outside is orange. I don't ever really like using artificial lighting for my videos. I prefer just going by the sun, so it's just something that we're going to have to deal with today. For this video, I would recommend you guys go and get a snack, go and get a drink. So I hope this video isn't too boring, but I think it's a very important one for me to make. What I really want to talk about are my 2020 resolutions for both like work and personal life. Also some resolutions that I had last year. I wanted to talk about those, and also obviously a big life update. And I also want to share some tips with keeping your resolutions. So I guess I'll start with my life update. I actually quit my job and now I'm working full-time for myself, which is so exciting and something I've always wanted to do, and I'm going to really give it a crack for the next, I'm going to give myself 6 months, and then if it doesn't work out then I'll figure something else out. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. And I'm also going to be taking 6 months off uni for now, just because I really want to put my heart and soul into my modeling career and also my YouTube channel. So like my social media is amazing, but I love editing and filming and doing all of this sort of stuff, and I've been doing it for so long just as a hobby. But over the last year, I've realized, oh, I can actually make a decent income off it. It's something I'm definitely nervous to try, but I'm willing to put in 100% of my energy into this and into my modeling career. I'm also going to Greece for a modeling job this year, which is going to be, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm so excited. But that's happening in April, so it'll give me a bit of prep time up to it so that I can sort my life out and get everything all sorted before I go there. And then hopefully that'll open up a few more doors with brands or yeah, anything like that. So my fingers are crossed like this. I just really hope that goes well. I'm living in Canberra at the moment, which is about 3.5 hours away from Sydney, if you don't know where it is. It is the capital of Australia, but it is so boring here, not gonna lie. I live here because my family lives here, but I'm turning 21 this year, and Geordie and I have been saving up to move out for well over 2 years. To say the least, we are more than ready to go. I guess like I've mentioned this, but I've never fully announced it. We're moving. We'll find out exactly within the next, I'm gonna say 3 to 4 weeks, exactly the location that we are going to be. But we are either moving to Wollongong or Sydney, just depending on which job Geordie takes. I'm happy to go anywhere. Wollongong is not too far from Sydney, and obviously Sydney would be ideal. It'll also mean we'll be really close to the beach, and that's gonna be so good. But being closer to Sydney for me is an absolute must. All I want to do is put all my time and energy into my modeling and my YouTube, and I feel like this is just going to open so many more doors. That is something that will be happening, so expect an epic moving series over the next month. Obviously we're going to be going to IKEA, Kmart, getting all our furniture. We've already bought a table and chairs for our apartment. There's definitely going to be some more apartment hunting vlogs, don't you worry. So now that that is out of the way, I want to get onto talking about my 2019 resolutions that I had and what I did and what I definitely didn't do. I had 5 resolutions in 2019. So not many at all compared to this year. So the first one was drink 3 liters a day, which for the most part I definitely did, but it might have been like 2.5 liters or something like that, because before that I really wasn't drinking an awful lot of water or going out of my way to drink heaps of water. I've got my balance bottle, I don't know if you can see back here, but it is just over 1 liter, and I'm finding myself filling that up multiple times a day, and that's super helpful. My next resolution was to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. As I'm recording this, I'm on maybe 14,000 subscribers. So hopefully by this time next year, it'll be at my new goal, which I'll share with you soon. I also had on here was to work as a yoga teacher. So I started training for it. I wouldn't say this one was a total fail because I don't do it anymore. But at the time, I started my training and it was all going well, but I had other priorities. Like, I worked 3 different casual jobs last year as well as doing modeling and YouTube on the side. And I was like, what the heck am I doing trying to pick up another job? I think it's something I'll hopefully pick up again in the future, but for now, I know I want to focus on other things. Another goal was to upload once a week. I definitely did that. If not, I uploaded a bit more than once a week. And another goal I had was to spend more time with my friends. I trained a lot more with people, which was really good. Then I was also socializing, but also doing a workout, which was like so good. That is like my sort of a fun time. I really, really like that. Like, I love Geordie, he's my best friend, but sometimes it's good to just have some girl time, you know what I mean? So they were the only resolutions I had for last year. This is my new 2020 diary. I get so excited about this sort of stuff. Oh my gosh. I'm excited to read you my 2020 resolutions. This year, I hope to hit 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. I know that is a 10,000 subscriber increase from what I'm at now, but I think I can do it. I hope I can do it. I really hope so. And if you're not subscribed, please help me out and subscribe. That will just like, thank you. Another goal is to work full-time for myself. This is something I really want to try and make happen. Obviously, I'm going to give it a go for 6 months, but then maybe if I just need a little bit of extra income, I'll go and get like a casual job at a cafe or a health food shop or something like that. But yeah, ultimately, this is my goal. This is what I'm going to be putting all my energy into, okay? Then my next 2 goals are travel overseas for work and travel overseas for pleasure. Obviously, I'm going to Greece for work, but I hope that can open up some more opportunities and I can go other places as well as Greece. Also, traveling overseas for a holiday. In 2018, Geordie and I went to 3 different countries, but in 2019, it was Geordie's last year of uni, so it was just like absolutely hectic. I was working a bajillion different jobs. As my Christmas present, Geordie got me a trip to Fiji, which is absolutely insane. So expect so many Fiji vlogs. I can't wait to share those with you. My next goal is to move out and hopefully I can tick that off in a couple of weeks. This next goal I have is probably my biggest goal and I've wanted to do it for so long. You would know that my outro, I always say, my name is Jess, I make new videos every whenever I want, so I will see you next whenever I want. That was just so, when I first started YouTube, I didn't put that pressure on myself to upload at a specific time on a specific day and la la la. I'm gonna take this seriously and I'm going to upload at a specific time on a specific day so that you guys know when to come back to my channel on what day and that you never miss those videos, because if I'm uploading 2 videos in 2 days and then 1 a week later, that's just like confusing for you guys. So on Instagram stories yesterday, I did a massive poll on content that you want to see throughout like all of my different platforms. But one of the polls I had was, how often would you like me to be uploading? Every 2nd day or every 3rd day? I was sitting there thinking everyone would want every 2nd day, and that's what I was 100% willing to do. I was like, yep, that'll be fine. Absolutely, if I'm doing this full time, that is reasonable, I think. And I got a million messages saying, don't do every 2nd day, please don't burn yourself out, we'd rather wait that extra day to get a better video. And I was like, too true. Yes, there was a lot of votes for every 2 days, but the majority of them was for every 3 days. So that is what I'm going to be doing. But yes, this is my new YouTube schedule, so it's going to be really bizarre saying every 3 days rather than whenever I want. From this video forward, I will be pumping out videos every 3 days for you, unless some circumstances come up that are out of my control or something happens. I will obviously let you know if that ever happens. New videos every 3 days, which is so cool. I have 3 more goals to get through, so just bear with me. Another one is to surf more. I grew up at the beach. I absolutely love it. When we went to Hawaii, I got my groove back with surfing, but now I just feel like I've lost that groove and I really, really want to be getting back into it, especially because we're going to be living near the beach. I personally have 2 surfboards of my own, so I definitely definitely want to be using those a lot more than I do now, because at the moment I'm really not using them at all and they're just kind of sitting there and I hate seeing them sit there. Geordie is a great surfer. He is too modest, he will not admit that, but he is really freaking good, and I just want to be out there with him more and build up my confidence a little bit more, especially with duck diving. Like, that is hard as, and if you see me living at the beach and I'm not surfing enough, call me up on it, tell me to whip out my surfboards and go in the water, okay? Thank you. My next goal is to upload weekly podcasts. I have a podcast called Find Your Fire. I love it. I love recording podcasts. I love editing them. I love hearing your feedback from them. But it's just something I kind of like lost motivation for at the end of last year because so much was going on around Christmas, and so the last thing I had time for was like editing an hour-long audio file. If I can upload one a fortnight, that's great, but ideally once a week would be amazing, and hopefully a new episode will be up in the next few days. And my last goal, I'm gonna be one of those YouTubers who's like a secret project, but like you can't know what it is. Because I'm about to do that to you. I have not told many people at all about this, so please don't feel bad. Geordie knows, a few of my closest friends know. I'm starting, oh, like how do I say it without giving it away? But it does have to take a back seat while we do move, and then once we're moved and settled in, I can really get back to working on it and bringing it to life and then teasing it for you and then actually popping it on my website. So I won't say too much because then it's just, I'm gonna end up telling you anyway. I wanted to finish this video by telling you some little tips and tricks that you can take to hold on to your resolutions and absolutely smash them out of the park this year. My first tip is to make them realistic and reachable. For this, I would definitely recommend having smaller goals that help you get to that ultimate goal, because then you're not going to be disappointed in yourself if you haven't reached that massive target by the end of the year. My next advice, if you're setting a resolution to do with diet, like a lot of people are, only change one thing at a time. I know a few people have posted that they are going vegan in the new year or going vegetarian in the new year, which is amazing. That's great, good for you, you do you, boo. But you don't want something that's not going to last and that you're going to lose interest in, or you're not going to enjoy as much as you thought. So I would say change one thing at a time. So say you want to go vegan, maybe cut out milk and just see how you go. And then if that's all approved by your doctor, you're going great, then you can cut out cheese or you can cut out beef or things like that. So just take it one step at a time, and then it also makes a really fun journey for you, and it's something you can reflect on at the end of the year. Be like, wow, how amazing was this transition from being this to this. And my last little piece of advice is to talk to people about it. So tell your family, tell your friends. I sat down and talked to Geordie about my goals, and because it makes me feel like I want to get it even more. Now that he knows, I'm like, okay, this has to get done. Otherwise he's gonna be like, you actually didn't go surfing once this year. And I'm gonna be like, oh. And what I want you to do right now is write your New Year's resolutions in the comments below. Let me know. I would love to know what your goals are so I can see them and I can follow up with you and be like, hey girl, how did that go in the end? I will wrap up this video here. I hope it wasn't too boring, and I'm so excited for this year with you guys, and I'm just hoping we can grow and reach as many people as possible, and I just want to be able to help as many people as I can to live their best life. That is my goal, and I don't know how my new outro is gonna go. Hang on, give me a second. My name is Jess. I upload new videos every 3 days, so I will see you in 3 days.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit.